Fantasia, when talking about her marriage, I think she was on The Breakfast Club, I believe. She said, "My husband is the head and I'm the neck," meaning he is in control, but he cannot move without me. And she actually was talking about how women are too independent in that same interview, which I'm just remembering as I'm recording this video. Last week, I believe it was, I read something that said that women should be self-sufficient, not independent. That the overly independent woman who wants stability, who wants a man, who wants a provider, a protector, and a partner is not going to get it, because you had to be hyper independent. It's not lost on me. You had to be hyper independent for whatever the reason. You was raised in a house where you was basically a feral child. You have suffered physical, sexual, emotional, spiritual abuse. Something happened, basically. Something happened to you, and it kind of knocks us out of whack for a little while. However, the point of this is enter your soft girl era when you can. Know that should always be the goal, that you got to think higher of yourself, that when you increase your level of confidence and esteem, it literally will affect every domain and aspect of your life. You will attract different type of people. You will interact with different type of people. You will hold people to a better standard, and you will connect with like-minded people. Stop making considerations. Stop allowing people's hardships or their past to be justification for being an asshole presently or in the future. You can understand somebody's situation. You can get where they come from, and you can still be like, I choose not to accept that type of behavior in my life, however. You know what I'm saying? That's just a side note. But these are the things that I think cause disruption and confusion and issues with communication and relationships. I think that first and foremost, you need to identify with the person. What is the relationship to you? Because I don't think that everybody has like a universal understanding or meaning. Are you guys going to be exclusive? Is it open? Can you date other people? What's cheating? Like, have the conversations. Really take the time to get to know people. Like, be somebody's best friend, so that when you connect on every level, and every experience you have will be like the best, most amazing experience ever, ideally. And if that's your person, like, I want to be locked in with this person, I want this person to be around forever, then you got to be all in, even if you've been hurt before, even if you made mistakes before, even if you were the problem before. If you really want it, you got to be all in, you got to be genuine, and you got to kind of lay your heart and mind and soul on the line every day, all the time. And trust that that person is right for you. And if they are, if you get hurt, it's not intentional. And if you get hurt, they are going to make sure that they make it right. And you're going to work with that person and partner with that person in every aspect of life. Like, that's your person. That's your number one go-to. And you need to reflect that for that person, and you have to talk about what that means. Like, everybody's love language is not the same. Everybody's mode of communication is not the same. Nonverbals are just as important as what people are actually saying out of their mouth. And as frustrating as it is that an adult can't communicate, you have to go back to the why of everything. Why do people do what they do? If you try to understand why they do what they do, you wouldn't take things as personally. You would know when things serve you and when they don't. You would put effort and energy into situations that you can actually evoke some change, and you would pull back from the ones where you can't. And when you're ready, you will decide to just disconnect from people without holding grudges, without having hard feelings. You speak your piece, you let them know, and then you just move on. Like I said, all of that to say, if he's going to be the head and she's going to be the neck, or however the partnership is going to go, because I know that people are not always in male-female relationships. If one person is going to be like strong-minded and the head of the household, if that's the type of mentality that you want to have, both parties have to understand that you need each other, like, equally, not one above the other, like, equally. That's it. That's my message for today. I was just sitting in my car looking at the sun and letting my mind just wander and surrender into the universe. And this is where my mind went, you know. Make your choices.